Hello students, welcome to Reno's Englishpedia. Today we are going to learn how to write a speech. But before I start this topic, I request you to see my previous video, Let's Write. This video will provide you all the requisite knowledge to write in a better manner. Remember that every writing topic has its own format. The format of a speech is there is the opening statement, then you have the introduction, and finally you have the closing statement. In the opening statement, you should start with either a hearty good morning or a cheery good morning to the honorable judges, principal, respected teachers, and my dear friends. You can interchange this according to the need of the question. When introducing yourself, please remember that I is followed by either have or am. You should always write, today I, Renu Bansal, have got a golden opportunity, or you can write, today I, Renu Bansal, am going to speak. Finally, when you end your speech, you should end with the words, thank you and have a nice day, or some other such equivalent words. Please remember that you do not need to write the title in a speech, although your marks will not be cut if you do so, but it is not the right format. When writing the speech, you should use simple language that can be easily understood. You should try and involve the audience. We can do this by interspersing the speech with words like, dear friends, don't you think? Shouldn't we? Don't you agree? Isn't it? And finally, you should remember to use pronouns like I, you, and we. In speech, remember you are addressing an audience, so you should use the pronoun I, you, and we. The speech should develop gradually. You should first write your views, then what you feel about the topic, followed by what others feel and what do you have to say about the others' feelings. At the end, you can sum up your topic. Your ideas must be clear. They must speak of issues that concern the listener. Use anecdotes. Anecdotes are short stories. Ask questions and use humor. Try and be as brief as possible. Remember to write less and convey more. While writing the different paragraphs of a speech, keep the mnemonic PRESK in your mind. Develop the paragraphs according to this mnemonic. P in PRESK stands for problem. It should be followed by another paragraph in which you state the reasons. Next should come the effects, followed by solutions, and finally the conclusion. If you have to deliver a speech dealing with the situation, then you must remember the mnemonic SATS. SATS stands for situation, advantages, disadvantages, and finally solutions or conclusion. Remember, the difference between a problem and a situation is very simple. A problem has no advantage, whereas a situation is a problem, but it has some advantages. In order to better understand how to write a speech, I have included a high school graduation speech in my video. We will study this speech to better understand the writing process. So let's begin. Friends, professors, administrators, and parents, welcome. We are graduating. Can you believe it? 4 years ago, most of us walked into these halls as nervous as we were the first day of school. We were the freshmen, the lowmen on the totem pole. Now, those same 4 years later, we are leaving the school behind to a whole new crop of people, most of whom were just as nervous as we were when we arrived. It has been a long 4 years and a short 4 years. Long because of all the drama and bad homework, the boring readings and early morning extra credit projects, and all the other little pratfalls that hit us in high school. Short because of the lifelong friendships, the lasting memories, and the truly interesting and amazing things we learnt between the occasional bits of drudgery. Good or bad, long or short, I will always remember this place. While I'm thrilled to be a valedictorian, I can't say I've spent as many hours as some of us have between these halls. Our teachers, of course, spend an inhuman amount of time here, and many students do as well. Most of them even do it of their own choosing. I came by to get a book I forgot last night around 8 p.m. and found Rachel Earl, student head of the graduation planning committee, still here putting crepe paper on chairs and laying out programs in each and every seat. That's dedication. It takes that kind of teamwork to survive anywhere in life, I've found. I know my experience is limited, but every problem I've overcome has been because someone has been there to help me. My support net ranged and still ranges from my parents to my friends to my teachers, depending on the kind of trouble I've had and its severity. This isn't to say I've been a troublemaker. I only got sent to the office twice, and one of those times was a misunderstanding. But even for me, a relatively quiet student, a lot of help has been needed to get me through at times. This is where our high school truly excels, I think. What's next? I will be going to college, as will many of my classmates. More of us yet will go to various branches of the armed forces to help keep our country safe, home and abroad. Others may get right to work or even take a year or more off to decide what they want to do. Leaving high school is such a brutal transition, as Principal Davis put it, that I don't know what the world has in store for any of us. I do know how I'll deal with those life events though, by using the skills and info I've picked up here. It all comes down to help, and I've got plenty of people to thank for that. Parents, of course, teachers, friends. I guess that means the biggest thing I learned in high school is to lean on others when needed. There's another more important side to that idea as well, and it's the one piece of advice I'd like to give you as we get ready to cross this stage for the last time. Make sure you're around when other people need someone to lean on. They'll thank you for it. Heck, one of them might even mention you in his valedictorian speech. Congratulations, class of 2013, we did it. I would like to end here, but at the same time, I want you to pay attention to the last line. See how they have ended the speech. Class of 2013, we did it. That is also an acceptable way to end your speech. With this, I come to the end of my speech writing topic. I hope you liked the video and are now ready to write a speech. Please do not forget to like, share and subscribe to Renu's Englishpedia. Stay tuned for more videos on grammar and writing. Thank you.